8-year assault on your Second Amendment freedoms has come to a crashing end. I like taking the guns early. Take the guns first, go through due process second.
Well, I say go fuck yourself. Then ask a question, could I kill a man? I would enjoy myself. You can't disguise evil eyes that burn a hole in my head. This devil man and his master plan. We feel so misled, so I say, rise up, take all back. Rise up, take it all back. Rise up. I hope you all understand. We got to take it all back again.
These people are not going to take it any longer. We will never give up. We will never concede. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special. But go home and go home in peace. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. You do not represent our country. And to those who broke the law, you will pay.
I've been kind of putting it off today, getting everything set up. I've been taking the last 2 days off-ish, kind of. I've had to do some things here and there, but definitely not doing enough stuff. Okay, there we are. You hear the Windows audio? We heard the intro. That's good. What about audio now? Do you hear me now? You hear me now? Okay, that's good to know. You didn't hear me before? So I did mess that up. Good to know. Yeah, so it was no fanfare. I didn't load everything up. I was putting it off today. Anyway, we've had a wonderful, 12 days? We left Saturday morning, right at sunrise. So I'd say 6 or 7. We drove, we had a rental car, which was a really nice one. It was no, you need to get me pictures in the Discord or something so that I can start showing some of these. Actually, I have a picture of the car. Maybe I can share it with myself. It was a nice vehicle. Let me see. Here we go. Maybe I can just hold it up. There we go. It's a GMC Yukon. It was quite large. It was a little bit difficult to get the dog in and out of because she's old. And so we have a ramp. And we had to actually help her up and down the ramp because the ramp was too dang steep in order to get into that. So that was a lot of work, getting the dog in and out. But it wasn't bad. We did go see our favorite grandma. This is our Joyce. She was our neighbor. And when we fell in love with her and her husband long ago, and so that's the one thing that we wanted to do when we were back in Arizona, is go see her. Come on, focus. Anyway, Nugs is in the middle. Maybe that's just a shit photo. Who knows? So we went from here, from Indiana, southern Indiana, to Phoenix, Arizona. It took us 2 days. It's 26 hours of driving. So 1 day of 13 and 1 of 12. And we made it down there. While down there was a few things that I wanted to do. The first thing was to go see Miss Joyce. So that was the first thing we went to do. We didn't even stop at our hotel. We went straight to Miss Joyce's house. And when we got there, it was great, and everything, it looked like she'd cleaned up. We were going to eat dinner at her house for Tuesday. It wasn't going to be Thanksgiving, but it was going to be our Thanksgiving because we were only going to be down there Monday and Tuesday. And so we were going to have lunch with her on Tuesday, but we decided to go there immediately, and we went there immediately, and we were having a good time. And then Andrew showed up. Andrew is the neighbor that she took in a long time ago who can't get his shit correct. I had bought a truck for him, and he was going to make payments on it because I didn't really want the truck. I wanted to help him out because he was on parole. Yeah. And he was working, and he needed a job. He needed a vehicle to get to his job, and this truck come up for sale for $4,000, and I told him, well, if you can come up with $1,000, I'll come up with the other $3,000, and then you'll pay me, what was it, $250 a month for the 12 months for 1 year. 12 days of travel. We saw all sorts of stuff. So I had gotten him this truck, and he almost immediately started being late on his payments. But I told him, as long as you're communicating with me and let me know when you're going to get the money, because I'm not making any money on this. There's zero interest. It's just pay me back. I've actually got more money into it because before I even give it to him, I want to make sure that it's street legal, because I noticed like the taillights weren't correct or they weren't working or something. So I took it to the shop and I had them do it. That was a couple $100. Right? So I have actual extra money into it that I didn't charge him for or anything. Anyway, eventually he's not able to pay it anymore because he gets rearrested because he reoffends. And I had to repo the truck. So I repo the truck, and this was a few months before we moved. And then we moved, and I brought the truck with me. Anyway, while we're down there, he starts getting belligerent that we need to give him something because I don't, he put money into that. Okay. Yeah, sucks for you. Sucks for me too. I've had to drag that thing all across the country. Hopefully I'll get it working. What up, Mule? How you doing, my friend? Your trip looked great. It was tiring. It was good. It was a good trip, We were very blessed. We prayed a lot, and the Lord looked out for us, for sure, 100%. There was some touch-and-go moments, but nothing really close calls or anything like that. Roads were halfway decent, except for when they were narrow, because, we were driving a boat. That Yukon, that GMC Yukon is a big vehicle. Automatic everything, except for it doesn't have the radar auto cruise control, which I do like. I've had that on another rental before, and I really do like that that radar cruise control, whatever that is. It monitors the vehicle in front of you, keeps you at their speed at a safe distance. I fucking love that shit. Anyway, so hey, Mule. So we get down there, and he starts causing a scene to the point where I don't feel comfortable there. This is not why we came down. And so, we had to leave before things escalated more than they already had been. And told her that we wouldn't be back until, he's no longer in the picture. And it's definitely we're not going to be back now. Because as long as he's not in jail, then he's around and he's a threat. So, lunch with Joyce had to be moved to the Golden Corral instead of her house. So, we spent a lot less time with her than we would have, which stinks. Because if he hadn't been there or hadn't gone that way, we would have had a much longer visit with her. We were able to visit with some church friends down there as well. And on Monday, I do have it on video, and Nugs got some of it on video, and I do want to make a video about it. But on Monday, I went to the Sheriff's Department of Maricopa County. I did not go to the correct one. In fact, I think there was 3 or 4 wrong buildings before we found the right one. All over town, too. It wasn't like they were all close together. Some parking lots that I wasn't sure if I was supposed to go in or not. Crazy, but we finally found the evidence lockup and talked to them. And, here it is. There it is. There's the tool that I lost out in the desert a long, long time ago. It's still got the what do you call it? That fingernail polish. It's got white fingernail polish in the grooves in there, so you can read it. But yeah, there it is, still in the evidence bag. It has everything about it right there. It's kind of cool. I haven't decided if I'm going to take it out of the bag or not yet. I probably should. I mean, I still got to go shoot it, right? Maybe I'll wait to take it out of the bag until I make the video. That might be all right. You sent some pics in Discord? Okay. Thank you, Nugs. Excuse me. Okay, that'll be for Disney. All right, those are great. Other than picking that up, because you can't have a driver's license in 2 different states. I found that out recently when we moved to Indiana, because we're also going to be residents of Arizona. So it's going to be kind of a snowbird thing. And so I went to the DMV here hoping to get a local ID so I could, do things local here as well as in Arizona, and was told that I was not able to keep both my Arizona driver's license and have one here in the state of Indiana. So I decided to keep the Arizona one because it doesn't expire until I'm 65. And it's still got like an old photo of me on it. Monday, we got that pistol back, but we also went over to Scottsdale's Gun Club because in order to get that pistol back, they had to do a background check on me. I have never done anything illegal that I'm aware of. And so there at the sheriff's office, they did a background check on me, came back fine. I'm like, okay. Now I need to go to Scottsdale's Gun Club because at this point it was Monday. They were having their Black Friday sales going on. And, well, me and Nugs, we had to pick up a couple of these. This is the Hellcat Pro, ported or comped. So the barrel is compensated and the slide is cut out. But that's the Hellcat Pro comp. It came with the green dot. So it has the green dot in it. And I don't think we saved a lot of money on these. I mean, they were on Black Friday, but they usually go for about $600. These were over $600, but they did come with 5 magazines. I think 2 of the short magazines, which are the flush magazines, which this one is, and then like 3 of the longer ones. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, the Hellcat Pro, it's got a green dot on it, which is really cool. Yeah, you can kind of see it. I don't think it's sighted in at all, so I'm hoping to, sight these in on Sunday, hopefully. We will see. It's got great ergonomics. It fits my hand really well. The wife really likes hers because we got 2 of them, his and hers. Now we can, exchange magazines. I believe the small one holds 15 rounds. Yeah. And then the large magazine holds 17 rounds. So that'll be nice. I've been carrying 45 for a long time. I haven't carried a 9mm in a very long time, but I have plenty of carry ammo for it. The carry, why not gun check? We're already here doing it. The firearm that I usually have on me is this. This is my Dan Wesson. This was a firearm that I wanted for more than 5 years. It was the only 1911 that really kind of spoke to me. I liked it a lot. Well, there was another one. It was an Ed Brown. I really liked that it was full stainless. I don't like composite 1911s or the plastic ones or the different like aluminum and stuff. I wanted all steel. So it's a full steel gun. It has a bobtail, which it was either this or Ed Brown because I wanted skeletonized hammer and trigger. I wanted an internal extractor. There's some that have an external extractor. In fact, I think it was the Smith & Wesson 1911 that had an external, and it was a 2-tone gun. I didn't like that part of it, but I liked a lot of other things about it. I probably should get new sights for it, new night sights. They've been on there for a while now. I've had this gun since 2020. I got this in 2020. This was a birthday gift from Nugs, so thank you very much for that, Nugs. Cheer. Maybe that works. The other firearm that I sometimes have on me, but not all the time, because this holster, I need to do some stuff to this holster to make it more comfortable to hold on or to wear. But this is the Glock 30 SF. The one that's in the evidence bag is also a Glock 30 non-SF. So now I have 2 Glock 30s. I am thinking about maybe running a left and right holster setup. I don't know why, but I think that'd be kind of cool. I might do that now that I have 2 Glock 30s. But I do want to get another holster a lot like this one for the Hellcat Pros. One for me, one for the wife. And they do come in different colors. I believe this is T-Rex Arms. T-Rex Arms holster. Yeah. Those are, it's been a decent holster. I'm kind of a fat guy still. I got a lot of extra belly and stuff. And I've been eating way too good the the last few months. But these are definitely good for appendix carry. Very slim, very, very slim. Compared to, yeah. Compared to my Glock 30, it's much thinner, actually. Yeah, way thinner. I think it's under an inch for the new one. Yeah, that one. All right, let me put those back safely. So anyway, we picked those up on Monday. Tuesday, we did have our lunch with Joyce, and we had another like lunch or dinner or something with. Oh, that was on Monday with some church people, and then on Wednesday we left. Wednesday morning we headed out, and we drove from Phoenix to Orlando, and we did that in 3 days. The first day, we drove to a very far out town near San Antonio, but not in San Antonio. We drove pretty far deep into Texas. And I was hoping to see a friend that is on Twitch, that I have on Twitch. And unfortunately, it was still like 6-hour drive for him, so he wasn't able to make it or anything like that. But that was cool. That was probably 14-hour drive. The second day, since I'd made up so much time doing that, I'd done the math and realized the next 2 days I only have to drive 10 hours a day. That's great, rest a little bit. The second day, which was Thursday, was Thanksgiving. And we were driving through Texas. And I was like, you should check on your brother. I think we're driving near his area. She's like, yeah, we are. And so she contacted her one of her brothers, stepbrother or something. I'm not exactly sure. But one of her brothers, and Johnny. And so they're like, yeah, come stop by. And so we stopped by for a few hours because, we're supposed to be on the road. And so we were actually able to have a sit down with family Thanksgiving meal because they had just finished making their Thanksgiving food. And it was kind of just really neat. It was like it was supposed to be, because it really wasn't far off of our route. It did take a few extra hours than I wanted it to, but it wasn't the worst. We were still able to get to Florida the third day. We didn't make that many hours on Thanksgiving. Probably 8 hours of driving, maybe. And then the rest of it was on Friday night. And we didn't get into Orlando until like 10 o'clock at night. Oh my goodness, driving in Florida at nighttime is absolutely nuts. And it's a big vehicle, so I was a little bit frightened. Half brother? Okay. But we got there, and we immediately go to bed, I think it was. And then the next day, it's Saturday, so we decided to go to church. And so we go to a church there in Orlando, Florida. And this was the first time I'd ever been to such a multicultural SDA church. I mean, I've been to a few. I've been to some of Spanish. In fact, one of my old churches has turned into a Spanish church. I've seen Tungden churches. I think I pronounced that right. I'm gonna stop talking on that one. But I've seen different ones. But we had Italians. I don't even know. There was some British people there. Definitely some of the African countries. I mean, they pretty much there was an English speaking church. But each time somebody spoke, well, for me anyway, I had to pay attention to the accents. Multicultural. Yeah. It was super cool. And the leader of the Bible study, he just reminded me of like some 70s disco DJ announcer guy that's got his shirt opened up and he's got his hairy chest and his medallion and he's got his little fro going on. And I don't know. I was tickled pink by it. It was great. After that, our daughter did take us out to Disney, and we did do some of that. In fact, the next part of our trip was all Disney for the Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So 3.5 days of Disney. And boy, do I have the blisters to prove it. This is us on, I think, Guardians of the Galaxy. This must have been our first. No, I'm wearing this shirt. This is not our first one. But that was a super fun ride. Of course, my daughter was worried that I was going to have a heart attack because I have a heart condition now. Luckily, I didn't. And I was unfortunately a little bit worried myself on some of these, especially the rock and roller coaster from Aerosmith, which they got rid of, I guess. Or rebranding it into a different ride. I don't know. So there's that one. Oh, is this the magic? They're like, hold out your hands and we'll make some magic happen. They basically put a little bit of clip art right here in front of your hands. Oh, it's Tinkerbell. Look how surprised I look. I knew that was going to happen, I guess. This one, yeah, this was the rock and roller coaster. And this one I knew where I was supposed to do the pose. Nug's over here with her eyes closed. Absolutely hilarious. That's funny. Ride this way. It was a fun roller coaster. It did corkscrews. That was the one I was worried about the most, but it was actually pretty fun. In front of one of the trees. That's cool. Oops. Oh, that's a great one. I like it. The knuckles are in there. Yay! I did that right. What do you think about this one, Nugs? That's a great photo. That one's okay, but it's kind of, you know, a little bit off. Also a little bit off. Who was doing these photos? Isn't this like the park guy? I think so. Oh yeah, I got a drink with a cube in it that glows. I still have that. We drank pretty much around the world. Second night, I think. And I'll tell you what, I'm a fan of sake, I think. At least the sake that I got at Disney World. Hey, hi, it's Quinn. What up, Quinn? Like Quinn? Like Talia Quinn? Those are the professional ones. Oh, I got some words for Rocker Chicky then. Okay, we saw that one. Why am I going the wrong way? You look out of it. This must have been after a few drinks. We must have been drinking a little bit. Yeah, we saw most of these. Okay, the cube. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Oh, in that bunch. Don't know. I guess that was like the space restaurant she took us to. There was a really cool restaurant. She took us to 2 different restaurants that she had to get reservations for. One is Woody's Barbecue Roundup or something. And the other one was like a space themed. Like you're supposed to be in outer space when you're doing it. Yeah, there that is. So we're out in outer space having lunch. That's cool. Yeah, Quinn. Wow, cool. We'll be talking about this a little bit later on Twitch as well. This was after it rained and poured. My hair was all nice and stuff until the rain happened. I got some video on that one, huh? I did get a new cowboy hat, though. Since it rained, I was like, well, I'm going to need something now to cover my crappy hair. Waiting in the lines. This was like the most disarmed I'd been in years. Rocker Chicky wouldn't let me take nothing in with me. That's all right. Haunted Mansion. That one's fun. That was Splash Mountain, I guess. definitely got wet. It was already raining, but that one was fun. And then, yeah, the mining car one. This was before it rained, so the hair was still up and pretty decent. Yay. We got one of the Tron ride. That was a fun roller coaster. Super fast. Wouldn't mind doing that again. And let's see. Lots of good ones. That's a great one. We got a whole bunch of ornaments for people, and we got a few for ourselves, which is good. Let's see. We had the Star Wars. Oh, that's a great one. I like that one. That one's good. That's got to be one of my favorites. Yeah, the Star Wars area. That was fun. Already seen these. And then this was the Toyland one. Not sure why we're doing the white power or the the fist in the air. I thought there was supposed to be some magic on that. Oh no, we're doing Infinity to Beyond. That's right. That's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, thank you. These are just a few of them. Nugs took a lot of photos, and you guys probably knew that already because she was posting them. Definitely on Facebook. I know she was doing some on Discord. And where was this? This would have been the second day, I think. Yeah, because I was wearing that shirt. Oh, yeah, I got a new shirt, too. Cool. So, yeah, that's some of our photos from Disney. First day wasn't so bad. Second day, my feet were hurting pretty good. You know, all that standing and stuff. And some of these lines are like almost an hour long. And by the second day, by the end of the second day, I didn't know if I was going to be able to do the third day. I was like, I don't know if I can. I'm pretty sure, you know, at that point, the blisters had started forming on the feet and stuff. But by the end of the third day, I noticed I had blisters. Luckily, they've gone away, I think. But ow, that sucked. And then, we went to bed probably about 10 or 11 o'clock that night on Tuesday night. And then we drove from Orlando back home on one day. Which, when we came back, it was snowing. When we were in Florida, it was like 70 degrees. Except for the time it was raining. That part sucked. But luckily it was only for like an hour or two in the morning. And then for the rest of the days there, it was really nice, really warm. I enjoyed it very, very much. It was. I mean, it was over 3,000 miles. I know from where we're at now to Phoenix is 1,700. And it takes 2 days. And that's 13-hour days, or 12-and-a-half-hour days. And then going from Phoenix to Orlando was 3 days, and then 1 full day back. So technically 6 days of driving, 6 days of visiting and hanging out. The humidity is no joke. I bet it's not. I mean, we went during a really good time of the year. It was nice, and it wasn't humid. It wasn't hot. I mean, it was kind of warm one of the days, but it wasn't really that bad. It's a lot like Phoenix is in this time of the year. Now, in the summer, Phoenix gets super hot, but not humid. Whereas I believe Florida is humid and hot. I'm curious, though. We might have to go down there again. That was fun. We had a great time. What else? Oh, we came back, and the next day we decided to go get our cat. She had been staying with a friend at church of ours, because, you know, we were going to be gone for 12 days. I didn't want to leave her alone. I mean, we have an automatic cat litter box. We have an automatic cat feeder. There's enough water in the water bowl. She'd be fine. But we know she gets lonely, and the last time we'd gone on a trip for, I think it was a week, she was upset for a long time about that. So we had a dilemma before we took this trip. Do we take the cat, or do we not take the cat? The cat does not like car rides. She did not enjoy her trip from Phoenix to Indiana. However, that was in a much crappier car, and now we're driving this really nice vehicle. So we're hoping that maybe she'll be okay, driving in the car. We're thinking about taking her with us. And then we were able to talk to one of our church friends, and they're like, hey, we'll watch her for you. And we're like, thank goodness. Now, yeah, she won't be happy at first, but she should hopefully come around. She really only likes us, but, maybe she'll come around. And she didn't come around. She didn't like that at all. When we went to pick her up, she not only hissed at us, but she bit Nugs real good. Got her right in the hand, like down to the bone, Nug says. She was, I guess, didn't recognize you at first or something, or she was traumatized by this whole event, I think, for sure. And now she's been extra lovey, and she's been all over the place and stuff like that. But I mean, she attacked Nugs at first anyway, and that's never happened before. Hopefully it was just because she was so traumatized by the whole thing. But my goodness, this cat. We're going to have to start taking her on road trips, I'm guessing. I should have done it today when we went out today. But we definitely need to take her in the car more often, I think, to get her used to it. Because at some point we want to get a truck-trailer kind of combo and be able to do these kind of trips without having to get a hotel room. It'd be kind of nice. And then we could stay longer in certain places because, yeah, I would like to snowbird. So that's the plan, snowbirding. What else? Nugs, do you like your pistol? I'm sure I know the answer to that. She's already picking out holsters. She's got like this thigh holster she's wanting to get. Luckily, she does kind of like my appendix carry T-Rex holster, so she's probably going to get one of these for her Hellcat Pro. Put that over there. Yeah, they came with bags, extra magazines, all sorts of stuff. Super cool. You love it? You know what you're getting? What are you getting? You can share it on Discord. I'll pop it up. D-Live. I haven't been on D-Live in a minute. Yeah, I need to switch over to Kick. And what's the other one? Rumble? Kick and Rumble. I need to do it, but I probably won't. I talk about it quite often, but I haven't done much about it. Me and Nugs does need to kind of wipe these computers and start over, or reorganize it. It's at that moment where it's like getting out of hand. However, I have thought about getting a new computer, but that's way too expensive, especially nowadays. The shorts, did you share it in the disc? Share it in the same place you put the photos. The short high thigh holster. Do I have any other photos? I have a few. I didn't take nearly as many, but... Oh, the first night we went mini golfing, that's right. I ended up winning that, I guess. This is when they made it snow on us. Basically, just foam, right? That's a good one. You shared? Okay. So this one, huh? Body shaping thigh holster, concealed carry shorts. Is that on the inside or it looks like it's on the... Is that on the inside? Let's see. It is. So it's on the inside of your non-dominant hand. So that'd be on your left hand side? Yeah. Now my question is that going to fit the light? Probably. It'll be fine. And if not, then we'll have to just get you another one. They got a video. No audio. Oh, I remember why. Because I was playing something else the other day. 1 second. I gotta figure out what I'm doing tonight on Twitch. I don't know, I did like that Red Dead. That was good.
Hey, you know what major visibility is?
What?
Major visibility? You need to go to Ludiversal. It ain't the universe, it's the Ludiverse.
What the hell am I listening to right now?
I'm trying to tell you about visibility, Luda. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you about the Ludiverse and visibility.
What the fuck is this? Oh, this is a video I was playing the other day. Okay. This is what happens when you're not paying attention. All right, back to what I was watching. So it's right here. I'm guessing. Yeah. Does look like it has another pocket on the other side too. Well, I hope they're good. How much are they? $89.99. Damn. Alrighty. That's fine. The other ones, let's see. Is it T-Rex arms, I think? Can't ever remember their actual site. Yeah, I believe it's this shop. Holsters. Yep. This is like the one I have. They usually come in a pair. These aren't, but holsters, we gotta get those. That'll be something we have to do. That was funny. That video was hilarious. I don't know about that one, Nugs. I hope it's good. I worry about those kind of things, though. Oh, I didn't even tell you about the coolest part of the whole thing. We, was it Saturday night? We got dropped off by Rocker Chicky a little bit early. And so we're like, hey, let's go hit up a bar. So we're looking for a bar. Nugs finds one that's supposed to be in a, like, comic book shop. Like where you would find puzzles and game books and stuff and dice and maybe play a game of Magic the Gathering or something. I'm like, okay, what? So we go there. Sure enough, it's a store. They've got all the things to play those, role-playing board games and card games, and they got the figurines, it's like a total nerd shop, right? And then I see a cooler with some beer in it. I'm like, oh, okay, it's just that they got a liquor license to sell some beer. But then as we're looking around the store, because I'm like, I'm not going to get anything here. I'm not going to have beer. Fucking gross. But as we're looking around the place, because we're already here, you might as well, I noticed there's like a guy next to a door that says, must show ID. I'm like, what's this? Is this a secret room? And sure enough, we went in there, asked him if we could. We could. And it was a full-on bar. And this bar had a whole bunch of nerd stuff all over the walls. Like if it was like what's that place Cracker Barrel. It's like the Cracker Barrel for geeks. It was awesome, man. I loved it. And they served great hard drinks. And the waitress and the waiter were equally weird. I felt very at home. Oh, the waiter, though, had a great mullet. He had like a curly red hair. And so he also had a red mustache and stuff. So he had like this, I swear, it looked like something out of Stranger Things. It was great. It was super funny. I have some pictures of it, but not great ones. I was trying to find a good one. The only one ride I didn't do, and I didn't want to do it, was the Tower of Terror. I've done that ride before. I wasn't about to do it again. Okay, so here's a photo of me in front of a cage that's in that bar, I believe. And I believe that's like the zombie girl. Yeah, that's the zombie girl from The Walking Dead. Claire's daughter, I guess. I think. I don't know. Anyway, like a zombie kid from The Walking Dead. And the only other thing I have is pictures of myself after I drink a lot. So me making stupid ass faces. Wait. I guess I did take some video of this place. Yeah, got a little bit of video, I guess. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all, unfortunately. As far as the news goes, I had not really been paying attention to the news while I was on the trip. I did have Nugs read me the news a couple times just to keep me awake. Because, I get road sleepy. Probably not the best trait to have for somebody who likes to, go on road trips. But sometimes, I need some conversation to make it, not just so mundane. And so she's reading me the news on some of these. I guess there was a shooting, was it in D.C. of a couple agents got shot. I guess one of them might have survived. We never followed up with that one though. As far as what's going on in the news lately, we still haven't done anything about Venezuela, so we're just blowing up boats, I guess. That's super weird. Russia and the Ukraine still are going on strong. Our dollar is still being devalued. I need to find a side job because I spent a lot of money on this trip, and we need to make some of that back. So I might have to do that. Get a little job for a while. Trying to find a home. We had at least one, maybe two places that we wanted to look at. We're going to have to look into that again, Nugs. That's something we're going to have to talk about when we're going to get going back on that again. Because once we get the home, then we'll get the truck, then we'll get the trailer, then we'll get the truck. And then we'll start doing the snowbird thing. Because coming back to snow on the ground and frozen wintered north was not ideal. I didn't care for it. But we did get a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool ornaments. We got the one with the Disney ear ornaments. We got another one that's for the Incredibles, which is the one girl making the barrier ball, which is basically the ball. And then Mr. Incredible and Mrs. Incredible inside. And then you have Jack running around. It's great. It's a great Christmas ornament. Got a few different ones of those. And I think Nug's got some pins. But we spent way too much money. Discord? All right. What am I checking? The same one? Because I only see the same thing. Oh, wait. Why can't I move it? Oh, my shit froze up. What the fuck? Hold on. Don't know why my Discord froze up. Alright, I'll check Discord over here. Oh, you found photos of the bar. Okay, but I think I have to restart this PC or something. Hold on, let me end Discord. There we go. Maybe? Here we are. Just keep standing up. Where is this at? You getting sneaky photos of me, Nugs? That's the bar. That's somewhere. Are these all of them? Okay, there's the bar. It looks like a marker. Yeah, that was my old fashioned, I believe. But yeah, they got stuff all over the walls that you can look at. It's super fun. I guess they have some of them up here. Looks like some snacks. Out of time. That's awesome. Some sort of chest. Yep. It was a really cool place. If I ever go back to Orlando, I'm going to go back to that bar. That was a really fun bar. Near the Universal area, I believe. In a private DM. Oh, yeah. Got that. Alright, so I'm going to end it here. And then I will be switching it up to go live on Twitch here shortly. And exactly what I do over there, I'm not really sure on. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I can't end yet. I have to say thank you to Pre-Dawn Death here on YouTube, a great friend of mine in real life as well. He had a contest, so go check out Pre-Dawn Death on YouTube. He had a contest for a trainer pistol. Basically has a little laser and it tracks your aim and your time and your accuracy, and it sends it all to you in an app. And so I won that. Crazy while I was gone, right? And so yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. Can't believe I won a contest. It's been a while since I won a contest. Probably because it was a good friend in real life. But we won't talk about that. But thanks to Pre-Dawn for that. That's amazing. I hope to actually get to shoot with Pre-Dawn again at some point, because you got a 50 cal now, 50 AE Desert Eagle, and I would absolutely love to get my hands on that even for a little bit. I think that would be super fun. Always wanted to shoot a 50 Desert Eagle. So one of these days, maybe I'll get one, but doubt it. Those things are pretty expensive. I think they're the one that I was looking at back in the day. I don't even know now. That was probably 7-8 years ago. I was looking into it, like $1,700. Now, probably over $2,000. Who knows? Oh, you found it. Look at you, Nugs. You actually found it. Fine, I'll show it. The Titan X Smart Laser Training Pistol. Yeah, $200 pistol. It has weighted magazines, so you get to fill. I believe the slide goes back and forward. I forget what its model. I know it's a Glock, but I don't know what model of a Glock it's modeled after. But hopefully it's, will fit in my holsters. Because I have the thicker Glocks. I don't have the thinner ones. I would imagine this is like a Glock 19. I would imagine. I don't know if it comes with a holster or not. Maybe. Doesn't really... Well, it would probably say it, right? It would say what all it comes with. What's included? Carrying case, 2-weighted mags for reloading, a USB charging cable, optic ready. So I could put an optic on it if I wanted to. That'd be kind of cool. I just now got my first ever optic on a pistol, so I think it's neat. Yeah, that's a really cool little package. I might have to get a holster for it just so that I can, you know, practice with this, but yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, I won that. It's, you know, it's a training pistol, but it has an app. What I really love about it is it's got a USB port right there, you know, USB-C. Just charge it up every once in a while. And that's what made me click on his video when I was watching the video. I was like, why does that thing have a cord coming out of it? And there it comes with the app stuff. You can track your accuracy, how fast you are on target, stuff like that. Very cool. Looking forward to it. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will be back here on the Poison Stinger channel again next Friday evening. Until I see you then, we'll probably talk more about the news maybe that time. This was kind of just going over where I've been for the last 12 days. But I hope to see you all there next Friday right here for another evening catch-up. And we'll talk more about what's going on in the world then. Right now, I'm going to switch up and go over to Twitch. And until I see you next Friday, I hope you keep that family close. Watch out for that government. Live free. And God bless. Peace out, everybody. Peace out, Mule. I hope you did well. Doing well. Night. We'll see you guys again soon. Bye. Bye.